hyper unaware of soccer, beyond playing it in camp as a kid. I'm aware of its outrageous popularity. It is as baffling to me as the popularity of NASCAR is in America. Watching cars drive around in circles. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's pure schadenfreude, because you're really just watching, waiting for people to crash. I mean, like, that has to be it. You're not just watching people drive in circles, you're waiting for something awful and tragic to occur. And also epic and cinematic, but at the same time, you're really waiting for someone to get hurt. And I feel a little bit like that in soccer. People are standing around waiting for shenanigans. You know, they're waiting for someone to do something crazy, and so they can riot. It's to tear down a soccer stadium. Well, you have a clock that goes up. That's antithetical to drama. It's the countdown that creates tension and drama. It's the race against time. When you have a clock that goes up and never stops, and it's just up to these refs to decide, we'll add time, we'll let the game keep going, we'll stop the game, that is ripe for corruption. Corruption's inevitable. The clock has to go down in sports. It has to be a countdown. It has to be a race against time. You have to know that there is a finite amount of time that is not arbitrarily up to these clearly bought and paid for dudes on the field. But the rules in soccer basically allow it. They basically allow for corruption. And in a way, you can argue, they're designed to promote corruption, because it's very difficult to prevent it. So who's to say, all right, let him keep playing until the team I want to scores again. It's like, what difference does it make? And then you say, okay, we're gonna stop the game right now. It's like, no wonder people start burning shit down, you know? But I know that that there's certain dramatic elements of, there's a lot of excitement involving the players themselves as personalities. But to me, it's not as dramatic because it's all about wide shots instead of close-ups. You know, football is a game of inches. It's quite similar to basketball, only without the scoring, meaning it's like a game of stamina. You know, it's how long you can run back and forth and keep that up. You know, with soccer, it's wide shots. It's a lot of green with little ants running around. To me, drama is the close-up. So the personalities themselves are intriguing, but the game, it's much more difficult for me to find a way to capture the drama, which is the brilliance of the two Escobars, is they found a parallel there to a really compelling conflict and story. Football, for example, is chess with gladiators. You know, it's about the play. It's about those inches. It's not just about scoring. It's about getting the first down. You know, working the clock and, you know, clock management and working those inches, which I just think makes for far more compelling drama.